Time for your bedtime weather update. How's it going, everybody? Sure hope you had a great weekend. As we get started on our Monday, it's going to be a little bit hotter, and we're going to continue that trend as we get into the middle part of next week. Let's talk about morning lows as we get started on Monday morning. Comfortable, yes. It's going to feel great. Kind of like what we had for morning lows over the weekend. But as we get closer into the lunch hour, temperatures will start to come back up. We're going to be in the mid-80s by lunchtime. Forecast highs back in the low to mid-90s. The saving grace on this is, yes, we're talking about hotter weather, but it's going to be a little bit more of a dry heat, if you will. Air quotes. Because we're not going to have a lot of heat index value. Dew points are going to stay in the 50s and 60s. So it's still going to be nice. Even though it's going to be warmer, it's still going to be a little bit more pleasant because those dew points aren't with us. However, look at these temperatures. High pressure is going to build on in. Temperatures coming up in the mid to upper 90s as we get into the middle part of the week. Dew point numbers start to climb as well. And so that's going to push our heat index values in the upper 90s to low 100s. So yes, it's going to feel uncomfortable as we get into Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, thanks to the heat and the humidity. But we don't have a huge threat or opportunity or threat or whatever you want to call it for rainfall. So it looks like rainfall will gradually increase by the end of the week and into the upcoming weekend. But it just doesn't look like we're going to see a whole lot of activity. When you look at the rainfall, all the way through Thursday, we stay relatively rain-free. Could see maybe a few afternoon showers and thunderstorms across the higher elevations. But other than that, as we get into our Friday, Saturday, we'll start to see a little bit more rain settle on in, but it doesn't look like it's going to add up to a whole lot, maybe about 1/4 of an inch. And that's going to be about the extent of it. But looking ahead into the first week-ish of September, we maybe could be trending a little bit above average when it comes to precipitation, which would be greatly needed at that point of the game. Temperature-wise, well, we may be trending above average temporarily and then slightly below average as we get into the first, maybe latter part of the weekend of September. So we'll see how it all plays out. And, of course, you can check in on your daily forecast updates with the East Tennessee Weather app. It's a free app download. Just go to your app store and search East TN Weather, all one word. It's everything you need for weather here in East Tennessee. Oh, and by the way, I am raising money for a great cause. The American Cancer Society Breast Cancer Awareness and Research right here in East Tennessee. So if you have a couple of bucks on you and you'd like to donate to a good cause, everybody will be affected by cancer in some form or fashion in their lifetimes at some point. So if we can throw a couple bucks at that and try to raise a little bit of money, let's do it. I have a link at the top of my app and at the top of my website, easttnweather.com. Check that out there. Super easy and efficient way to donate to a great cause here in our community. Have a great night. Wake Up with Witcher starts at 7 o'clock in the morning. I'll see you bright and early. Have a great night.